we get to bring you a community spotlight interview. And that's because the Christie Clinic Illinois Race Weekend is actually coming up next weekend, and the 5K as well. And joining us now is the organizer, Jan Seeley. You might recognize her. She's been quite involved in our community, just not only in the effects of bringing in that economic benefit to the race, of course, for our city, but also showcasing our runners and their talents and all the effort that they put in. So, Jan, tell us why you're so excited to be behind this effort.
Well, first of all, the race weekend was a month ago.
Right.
We weren't able to have our 5K.
Absolutely.
So what's coming up on Friday, June 7th at 7 p.m. is that 5K,
yes,
which was the event that we weren't able to have. So yeah, we're super excited to be able to close that race weekend opportunity. I mean, we had over 4,000 people who were registered for that 5K. So the fact that it had to be canceled so late in the game was a huge disappointment for everybody. So we're very excited to be able to make it possible. It'll be a new route. We'll be finishing outside the stadium, but it's really important to be able to give that 5K experience to all those people. Yeah.
Well, and Jan, tell us, I mean, in the years that you've done this, obviously that was a gut punch, having that taken away from us, but tell us how you've used that as a moment of resiliency and almost a rebounding effort.
Well, you know, what happened on Friday almost took out our Saturday events. We were up very late at night, and, you know, we have taken the opportunity to make sure that everybody knows that the reason we were able to have our races on Saturday was because of the collective efforts of our very own Chief Timothy Tyler, connecting with Illinois State Police Director Brendan Kelly, and then the governor of the state that made it possible for about 30 Illinois State Police officers to come into our community very, very early on Saturday morning and take the place of the officers who were displaced or impacted by the protests on campus on Friday. So super grateful for that opportunity, and so you know, we just are happy that we can have that event and make it possible to finish the race weekend that we weren't able to get in, you know, back at the end of April.
Well, Jan, you were telling me too that if people want to stay home and still be involved, they can virtually run in this.
Correct. Right? Well, we knew that not all 4,000 people would be able to come back to town, so we provided options. People can defer their entry to next year, which means they'll get the 5K opportunity next year at no cost, or they can run virtually or walk. And this is, we were laughing, you didn't know what that meant. This was something that happened during the pandemic when no in-person events were taking place. So basically, you run or walk your 5K wherever you live, whenever you want. And if you want to submit your time, there's a way for you to do that virtually. You know, go to our website and upload your time, and then we get you your finisher medal. So that has been a viable option for about 250 people. We've got about 500 that are deferring, but without having the whole field here, we actually were able to open up 500 new spots. Okay. So people who weren't originally planning to do the 5K, maybe they were doing the marathon on Saturday and they're like, I don't want to do the 5K also. So that's been a joyous thing to be able to provide that opportunity for more people. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a street fest planned afterwards. We're going to be featuring the band PBS. We have the Showmobile coming from Champaign Park District. So, you know, it's a real collective effort to get the job done and finish race weekend the way we had hoped we could do it a month ago.
And before we wrap up, remind us again, time, place.
You bet. Yep. It's Friday, June 7th. It starts at 7 p.m. It starts on Oak Street. Free parking in the State Farm Center and the E14 lot. Still time to register. If you were already registered for the race, all you have to do is arrive. Now, I know some people, in whatever desperation or anger or frustration, threw out their race bib. We provided an opportunity for people to let us know that so we can get them a new race bib. But, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Alrighty. Well, Jan, we can't thank you enough for getting us itching and excited for this.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. And you can learn more about Jan and her event and others in our communities. Just go to WCIA.com/community.